some public hunting land. I was messing around at work the other night looking at maps, and I found this spot. And you can access it from the road, but it's a pretty good walk. And I'm at the very end of it. It backs up to the river right here. I rode my boat in, took it easy, because this river's a little bit lower than I really like to run my boat on. But it took me about 25 minutes to get here, going about 15 miles an hour. And then, truth be told, that's probably faster than I'll go at night anyways, or early in the morning when you can't see too good. But it looks like a real nice pinch point and hard to get to unless you get to it by boat. And I don't think too many people access this spot. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna walk this little pinch point, a little block of woods that it goes to, see if I can't find some kind of sign. There's a bunch of deer tracks right here where I parked my boat going to the river. If I find something good, I might put a camera out. Kind of scared to put camera out on public land. I don't even have a lock for it, but it's one of my cheaper cameras that it's just sitting around. I ain't even using it, so I guess if it gets stole, it ain't the end of the world. But let's see what we can find. Hopefully my boat will still be here when we get back. All right, right straight through there is some super, super thick stuff. Looks like it was cut over several years ago and they just let it grow up. So awesome bedding area. And this is like a little ridge. And the river is just right there. So I'm gonna walk down this way just a little bit because I'm in the smallest part of the pinch point right now. But if you go back down this way a little bit, it looks like it opens up in some pretty nice woods. And that's the main spot I want to be looking to hunt. Let's take a walk down here real quick. It even creates more of a pinch point than I thought because of this little slough right here. We got the river. We got this slough. Then you got that growed up field right there. I mean, don't get me wrong, them deer can walk right through the middle of that thick stuff. But deer are lazy. As long as they're not pressured, they're gonna take the path of least resistance. So I'm assuming they're gonna come either, they're gonna be walking one way around the slough over there or right through here. I've seen a bunch of deer tracks already. All right, these woods really opened up. I don't really like hunting woods like this, especially during bow season. I mean, rifle season, you can see one from far off, but bow season, I mean, you could possibly see deer, but it ain't gonna do you much good as far as filling the freezer. In my experience, deer don't really like these wide open woods. They would much rather be in some thick stuff. I ain't really seeing no whole lot. I seen a rub from, look like last year, but several deer tracks that look pretty fresh, but nothing that's just getting me overly excited. This is the fourth persimmon tree I found. And it's a pretty big old persimmon tree. It's the first one I found that's actually got a few persimmons on it, or at least it's dropping. And it looks like deer are kind of messing with them. They ain't like it's dropping good. A lot of them looks like the wind blew them out, and they ain't quite right. Most of them on the ground. So this might be a good spot come opening weekend. I have to keep it in mind. There's also a lot of deer tracks going towards this tree or this area, so they might be cruising through here and hitting these persimmons as they're on the ground. These woods in here is just littered with oak trees. Ain't no white oaks or traditional white oaks. There's some looks like sawtooth oaks and a whole bunch of red oaks. This is the first sign of acorns I've seen this year, which this one looks like it'd be bad, but at least it's a sign that they're going to be dropping some this year. Something to keep in the back of my head. This actually looks like it'd be a pretty good funnel right here. We got a slough right to my left that's holding water. It's pretty deep. And then I got a pond right over here, and it's real thick between it and the river. And you got this strip of land right here. It looks like it's about 50 yards wide, so could get deer funnel up through here, feeding on all these oak trees and coming right through this spot. It's not as wide open as it is back there, which I kind of like. So, and it's real close to where I parked my boat, so it's kind of easier to get to. So this would be a good spot, I think, if you can catch the deer. Really one of the most concentrated spots I've seen of deer sign is, well, just deer trail is the first place I started, this little ridge right here. You can see it's a good deer trail running all the way along through this ridge. And then right here in that thicket, we got a spot where they're coming up and either getting on this trail and this another trail right here. So it's like a crossroads. What I think I'm gonna do is go ahead and hang a camera maybe over there. I don't want anybody else to find it. That's my main thing. I ain't as worried about deer seeing the camera as I am humans. One thing I have found is some mosquitoes. Every mosquito in West Tennessee resides right here. God bless. I am getting ate alive. All right, let's go ahead and put this camera up somewhere. I don't think I did no whole lot of good about hiding that camera, but hey, it's not sticking out like such a sore thumb with the few branches I put on it. But like I said, I'm mainly trying to hide it from people instead of deer. But anyhow, hopefully we can get a picture of something. Anything that's coming up this little saddle right here on this ridge, we'll be getting this picture taken. Anything coming up the opposite way, or if it's coming down through here or the opposite way, should be getting some pictures. So today is September 17th. Bow season opens in about a week and a half. So like I said, this river right now is really lower than I like it to be to run my boat, because it's so many snags. This is where I tore my prop up just a few days ago. I just put the new prop on like a couple hours ago. So we will come back and check the camera maybe in a couple weeks. And these woods will change a lot between now and then too. Fingers crossed. See if we can't find something to kill on public land. It's been a few years since I've done that, so why not?